What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. I've got one from Scream Factory today. They put out mostly like mainstream horror and sci-fi thrillers, stuff like that. Today I'm talking about one called Timebomb. This one gets dismissed a lot, I think, by people who haven't actually seen it, as being kind of a run-of-the-mill 90s action movie. And it definitely starts off that way. It's about a guy who's a kind of a mild-mannered watchmaker. Anytime a movie starts off with mild-mannered, you know something shit's gonna happen to this guy. So anyway, he's a watchmaker and just kind of, just a regular Joe. And he sees a building on fire one day, so he races into the building and rescues the people that are in danger inside. And he ends up being on the news, and as it turns out, someone sees the news broadcast and sees him, and it just so happens that he's not actually just a mild-mannered watchmaker. Surprise, surprise. He's a brainwashed assassin. A part of like some secret underground program to make assassins, and he's just basically I'm sorry. Anyway, so he starts to have these weird nightmares soon, and Billy Blanks, the Tybo guy, breaks into his apartment and tries to beat him up. And he's trying to piece together what these memories are, because he's having a flashback, but it's not something that he's actually experienced or that he can remember experiencing. So it's like a memory that he doesn't remember. And the movie just kind of goes along with that, and he's trying to figure out what the hell is happening to him, while the people who are part of the program are trying to kill him. The first half of the movie or so moves kind of slow. It does have some really funny, goofy shit in the first half, though. But when the second half hits, man, this movie fucking takes off. It just spirals into chaos and madness and over-the-top nonsense that's just fantastic. It's got, the main dude is just covered in wires and tech and all this shit, and he's in this pool, looks like piss. And it's just disgusting, and it's fantastic. It's wonderful to see this disgusting sight of this, like, half-man, half-machine, whatever it is. Then he has these random visions of this fully naked woman. So, like, that's great, too. Like, everything's just on the upswing in the second half of the movie. So, obviously, from me telling you about the visions that he had, this movie does have nudity in it. It's got full frontal nudity, well-manicured bush, not the wild bush like we normally see in movies that I review. It has some blood, but not a lot, although, like, the weird creature effect with the wires and tech and shit on the guy definitely kind of adds a little bit of gore to it. I think the greatest scene in this movie, they're in a hotel room or motel room, and just the shit hits the fan. This guy that looks like Boss Rutan jumps on this girl. She puts him in the guard, like an MMA guard, and he just punches the shit out of her. And then he acts like he's gonna rape her, but then shit goes crazy. This absolutely bananas fight breaks out, where everybody seems to have superhuman strength, and just people get thrown around, and guy uses a water bottle as a silencer. It's great. Then later on in the movie, a guy pulls like almost an entire arsenal of weapons out of a toilet, which is fantastic. And then the movie, or the ending, is kind of like, it's okay, I guess. But there's about 40 minutes out of this movie that are just fantastic, that are over-the-top lunacy. I wish the whole movie could have been as good as, those 40 or 45 minutes. I really don't think the first half is that bad, though. It's got a great scene where he's with a girl, and she just took some stuff out of the ATM, and they're trying to get away, and he's like freaking out, and she's like, I just need to get the receipt, and he's like, fuck the receipt. Which I think is a great line, but maybe you think it's a shitty line, I don't know. I like it. That's my second favorite part of the movie, behind the hotel room scene. So it's inconsistent, and the pacing is a little bit off, but I think it's a solid movie. I had a lot of fun with it, especially those like 40 minutes that are just like knockout 90s action. The Blu-ray from Scream Factory looks great. No extras, but it's got a great looking transfer, really solid for this movie. I hope you like this review. I think you should check out the movie if you like weird 90s sci-fi action or just crazy hotel room fights. Definitely check out my website, markfusion.com. Hundreds of reviews there and new ones every day. And then find me like on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Mark Fusion. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you soon.